Hi there! The Northeast Indiana Farm to School team is proud to share our Harvest of the Month video series. In each video, we will visit a different farm in Northeast Indiana to learn where our food comes from. We will be able to meet our farmers and learn how they grow each of our Harvest of the Month fruits and vegetables.
Welcome to Wise Farms. Meet Margaret and Tom Wise, the owners and farmers at Wise Farms. Both Farmer Margaret and Farmer Tom grew up on farms.
We have been farmers all of our lives. Our parents planted gardens and we canned produce. It was something I was just raised up with.
Wise Farms is located in northern Whitley County, Indiana, about 7.5 miles north of the town of Columbia City.
This farm right here is 40 acres we got probably 5 acres of gardening. We have about an acre of asparagus.
Since the year 2000, Farmer Tom and Farmer Margaret have grown a wide variety of vegetables on their farm each year. Asparagus is one of the first crops they harvest each spring and one of their customers' favorites. Each year, they harvest over 600 pounds of asparagus. Now that's a lot of asparagus.
We've been growing asparagus for about 10 years. We chose to grow asparagus because the farmers market did not have any at that point. We thought it would be a good crop that we'd have earlier in the spring.
How does asparagus grow? Asparagus is a perennial plant that can produce spears for many years. The crown is planted several inches below the ground so it won't freeze. Each of the points on the asparagus crown grows a stem called an asparagus spear that is tasty and tender.
We have 4,000 crowns in this acre of asparagus we got. When we bought these crowns, they were a 2-year-old crown. And you have to let them grow a year, so they make them 3-year-old before you can start harvesting. From that original planting, we should get 15 to 20 years out of it. So the crown is the center of the asparagus ball of roots is what it is. That's what they call the crown.
Asparagus spears are the stems of the asparagus plant that are harvested each spring. In the summer, the farmers stop cutting the stems and allow the plant to grow ferns. These asparagus ferns grow flowers and strengthen the roots of the asparagus crown for the next year.
Right now, you're stressing it out by picking it because it just wants to grow. But you're picking it every day, and that really stresses the plant out. So that's why we only go for 8 weeks, and then we just let it all grow. Right as we quit, we'll come in here and we'll fertilize each row because it stimulates the roots. And really, that's what you're raising. You're raising a root so you can get more asparagus the next year. We'll come in here and we'll fertilize each row with that fertilizer, and then next spring we'll fertilize each row again.
What is fertilizer? Fertilizers are natural or artificial products that contain chemical elements such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus that plants need in order to grow. These nutrients from added fertilizer help the soil grow healthy plants. How do you harvest asparagus?
Cut it even with the ground. Don't cut too much below the ground level. Just cut it even with the ground. You know, you've seen our little cutters, and you just lay it down at the base of it and just jab it, and it'll cut right off. In a week or two, when we get sunlight, Nice warm weather, it's going to grow quick. And that's when you start picking every day. And we'll be averaging 10 pounds a day. Well, when we cut, we bundle, and you can keep it in a refrigerator in water for 2 weeks.
Where do you sell asparagus?
We sell our asparagus on at our stand here at the house. We sell it in at the farmers market. The reason they call them farmers markets is because the farmers always bring their produce to town to try to get rid of their abundance, so they can help other people be able to eat local. We've been going to the farmers market in Whitley County for 18 years.
How do you eat asparagus?
You can eat it raw. You can saute it. We like to saute it with onions and fresh garlic and seasoned salt.
It's all on how you cook it, you know. I like sauteing, I like it grilled, I like it fried, any way you want to cook it. You know, I eat it raw, you know.
You know, this is great raw. No wonder the deer like it.
One, I'll chop on this purple one. How's that? You want to try it? Huh? There you go.
Thank you.
It's tender.
Thanks for visiting Wise Farms with us today. And we can't forget to thank our farmers, like Farmer Margaret and Farmer Tom, for growing delicious food for us all to eat. Thank you!